God, why are there chairs around the canvas? Why?
Ah, yes, the autumn of life, when man seeks shelter from the elements. Let's see how our little hut fares when the skies grow dark.
Guys, do I have to look up something dark? Oh god, do I have to get something dark is the question.
Which part of dark skies did you not understand?
Bitch, I can easily go and take the childish route. That'll actually probably do me better. Wait, what? Is this black or white? I think this is black, but I also hear something scuttling.
No, any old house will do in times of prosperity. We need to see how it fares when misery darkens the sky.
I don't know what I just did. Oh, come on, it's right there. Oh, come on. I thought I was supposed to. Ah, shit. Okay. Where am I? Going this way.
You see? In the end, all we take for granted is fragile and temporary. Man passes, while nature endures. Speaking of which, I don't think our proud stallion likes the weather. Let's brighten things up a bit.
You cunt. I'm starting to hate having to search for this, but I feel as if this is the only correct route. That's green. I just went in a complete circle or square. What color is that? I just saw a color. That's yellow. I don't want yellow. Actually, I might want it. God damn it. That's red. That's great. Oh my god, I just went in a square. I just circled around or whatever. God damn it. I hate shit like this. I disagree with that statement, but okay. You know, I've been in a house fire before. Well, it wasn't really a house fire, it was more of an apartment fire. That was a great time. It's like, okay, fine. No, it was like, I think it was like 3 a.m. Also, I'm still going in a square. I'm not going. It was like, it's like 2 or 3 a.m. And at the time, I was obviously, because it was about, I think it was 10-ish. Around that time in my life. I went from the house I'm currently in to an inn sometimes because my mom's parents didn't really like my dad at the time, so he had to live in a different area. But we went over to the inn one weekend. Some people here would know it, but that's besides the point. I'm still going in the square and I don't know the way into this area, god damn it. But at the time, I was obviously asleep. I don't know how to get in there. But I was suddenly like shaken awake. And I was told to wake up, and I was like, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's like 2 or 3 a.m. They're probably just getting me up because my dad used to play horror games all the time. He's actually one of the reasons I got into it, other than some of the things on my YouTube channel and people I watch on YouTube. He got me into horror games, and I was like, he's probably just gonna laugh at him for getting scared. And the fire alarm went off, and at the time I thought somebody was just pulling a prank and everybody was gonna have a good time. And when they see kids like flooding out thinking that the building was on fire, but it was, because there was quite a few smokers in there at the time, despite the fact that they're not supposed to be. So they were smoking, and one accidentally, I guess accidentally.
That's right.
Okay, that worked.
Its kind rays upon the land. It's getting warmer and warmer until finally, marvelous, isn't it? I know it seems like a tragedy, but a beautiful tragedy is always better than an unremarkable existence.
Okay, so there were 2 rats there, but I took them.
In his own way, I believe he meant well. He wanted me to excel, hoping that when the time came, I would succeed where he failed. Avoid his mistakes. God knows he made plenty of those.
But, I guess I'm nearing the end of this. An hour stream ain't bad. Probably do more, though. I don't know. No, but at the time, I thought it was just people are pulling pranks. And my mom, there was a bunk bed in the room we stayed in. She came up, and she shook me, and was like, Darren, you gotta get up. The inn's on fire. And I was like, what? And so I got up, and my dad had to carry me out, because I was like, passed out. Like, I was terribly asleep. So he carried me out, and we find out that somebody had accidentally, like, dropped a cigarette, and it went under the floorboards, and that entire level slowly just like began to get on fire, and it soon started to like spread to lower floors and upper floors, and it was generally bad. I mean, yeah, it recovered obviously, but it was generally a bad fire, and nothing really
I
came
don't know
from
what
it.
I expected to find. A farewell note? A final will? What I found was an apology. Expressed in the only language he ever truly knew. At that moment, I could finally see my father for what he was. A man driven insane with sadness and guilt. Trapped in this house, a nightmarish echo chamber of past mistakes and tragedies. It was this house, a place beyond hope, beyond redemption. I knew what I had to do. I had given up trying to understand my father a long time ago. But I could finally
What?
forgive him.
No, the guy that started the fire didn't die. Everybody made it out safely, thank God.
Hey, princess. What have you got there? Oh, that's so lovely, sweetie. But why pink?
Probably, to be honest. Oh, that's the end. Alright, so I'm going to note, that, well, this is completely unrelated, but, to the story I was talking, I got an achievement for that only 0.60% of people get that have played this game, that, I accepted, the father's apology. So either I took a good route, or I think I took the good route of it, because there was many choices there that I could have taken to, like, completely ignore what he was talking about. Like that scene at the end when I was painting the painting, I could have easily gone the child route and just left him there. That wasn't bad. I actually really enjoyed that. Glad I finally got around to it. There's not much I could say. I mean, the original game was good too. I'd recommend going and seeing that. I have like 2 parts of that, or an hour 30 plus on my channel, so right there you can go and watch that. I think the second episode I actually had somebody join me that was random in the Twitch chat. Yeah, the cat did get crushed, and I think when you were pushing a ball up the hill, it really alluded to something with a cat. Maybe the dog did something, I don't know. The dog seemed to be a very big part, obviously, because of the amount of times it was referenced. I guess that would be a big part, because in the original game, the father brought up the fact that they got a dog for whoever our female protagonist is in this. And that's why they had a dog, despite the mother wanting... Oh, okay, it just brought me back to the menu. That was I actually liked that, and I thought it was going to be as